Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Returning a response to viewer's question and inquiry that we received via email, and that is essentially how to get revenge on a narcissist. I receive this question quite frequently with people who are angered, upset. They're in the rage state of essentially feeling a sense of betrayal, abandonment, deception at the hands of this abuser. And they really are at a place where the rage is coming from a very severe and strong and real place, where it's essentially like, how dare you? How could you? It's almost blasphemous. It's almost criminal, what they have encountered. So they, in essence, want to even the score. They want to, they want revenge on them. They want to get back. And I think, when people ask me this, I really try to boil it down. I really try to distill it down and really try to see, well, what is it that people really, really want when they say, how do I get revenge? How do I get back? And it's almost, as if they want to ruin their life in very much the same manner that they have been ruined. They want to create a similar smear campaign, perhaps the way that they have been smear campaigned. They have this, oftentimes people have, fantasies of really doing harm to them. And I know that this is very much, it's a chemical sort of reaction or a chemical release to the love bombing, the devouring, the discarding. It's a self-preservation sort of real rare emotion. It can be very scary because the emotion can be quite strong. It can be very unstabilizing. So when we talk about really getting revenge on a narcissist or a psychopath, really look at what you're trying to do. You in essence really want to cut them off. You really want to stop being a source of supply for them. So namely that you essentially have to disappoint them. You have to realize that you have perhaps walked around on eggshells, behaved in such a manner so as not to upset them, not to agitate them, to continue the supply cycle going on. And really, you've probably been very afraid of disappointing them, not being quote unquote perfect in their eyes, not meeting up to their standards, not meeting up to that idealization that you set for yourself, that they set for you, that you essentially created in your mind, this ideal love, this ideal sort of love bombing phase, which in essence can never be lived up to. And so you do need a reality check. You do need a sort of reality sounding board. And so I think when people say, how do I really get revenge? You really just need to, in their face, smack dab, give it to them hard, just disappoint them. Let them down. Let them fester, let them wonder what is up with you. Do not contact them. Do not sort of appease them. Don't pacify them. Do not acquiesce to their requests. Do not give in. If you can disappoint them, this is probably the very one act that you have been avoiding when we talk about leaving that narcissist, leaving that psychopath. You just need to disappoint them. Let them come out with a rage. Let them come out with the allegations that they're going to create a smear campaign on you. They're going to, do this and this at your job. They're going to do this and this to your family. They're going to tell your friends this. They're going to tell everyone that you know that you've done this to them and that you're letting them down. So you need to learn to expect some of these very odd and precarious triangulations that they're going to parade this person in front of you to get you riled up, to get you angry, to have you lose control, perhaps get in trouble with the law, get in trouble with your family, get in trouble with your job. I mean, they really take quite a pleasure, and they take a lot of stock in creating this destruction, creating this hurt of people, seeing others suffer, seeing others writhe in pain, seeing others unhappy. It's more than seeing them unhappy. They really feel like their job is done to the point when you are so upset and so angry at them. I mean, they kind of laugh like, I won. So it's really about them winning. It's as much as like it's just a game to them. And insidious as it is, it is. It's very shocking that love can be used to hate. That love, romantic love, can be used to destroy. That passion and seduction can be used to really defame and annihilate. It's very strange, this sort of paradox. So they will very much use these tactics to, just really, terrorize your life. And so, the love should not, and terror cannot simultaneously exist. It's not physically possible. It's not emotionally possible. So that's part of the brain, the whole chemistry that is going on, the whole imbalance that creates this dysphoria, derealization, depersonalization. So you need to look at what is really revenge to them. It's not, because if you just cause a smear campaign on them, you're furthermore staying attached. And then you're looking at that response from them, which they're going to alleviate, which could, result in make-up sex, make-up lunches, make-up dinners, etc., make-up emails, texts. You want to avoid that. You need to create a detour for yourself. So the best revenge can be to go no contact, to be very curt, very short responses to them, 1 words, 2 words, just laughably rude, laughably stupid. If they're getting you, if they're responding in such a manner where, they're looking at you funny, just let it go. You are not looking for a positive reaction from them. If you're getting a disgusted reaction from them, that's actually positive, because people talk about the gray method and just being kind of disinterested to them. It's too soft. You need to have some gumption. You need to have some rough edges to yourself. You need to be the one who's dishing it up here and getting revenge, getting them off of your plate. Just and it's a positive message that what they're about. You've exposed them. Their greatest fear is being exposed for the hollow, vapid, insidious person that they are, for actually being really so different from people that they're somewhat autistic, psychopathic, and self-interested, and that they can't ever hold a relationship. So to go and tell them you're a narcissist, you're a psychopath, you're just feeding more into them, because they're going to laugh. They're going to want more information. They're just trying to ply you for more information. So when you expose them and you send the message that their sickness, what they're about, you've got them where it counts. So in essence, if you have to respond to them in very, I call it also pattern interrupt ways as well. So if you feel you're very disjointed, you're uncomfortable, the fact that you're not going with the flow with them, that you've kind of turned the corner and yet you're still contacting them, do something really strange that makes them go, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Perfect. Because that right there, you have gained control. You are back in the driver's seat. You need to remain in the driver's seat when you're getting away from a narcissist or a psychopathic abuser. You need to let them know that you've funked them out. You've essentially exposed them for who they are. They're not this image that you've made them out to be in your mind. They're not the 12-foot tall, goddess or god. They're really just a psychopathic or narcissistic abuser. So do things that make them really wonder, have you lost your mind? When it's really you getting yourself back in control. So using responses that are based objectively and in reality, that really make them, that actually really stump them and make them stop in their tracks, then you're getting back in the driver's seat, grounded where you need to be, where you can see realistically, objectively, and more factually, rather than getting caught up in the cycle of addiction to this person and then the cycle of narcissistic and psychopathic abuse. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.